There have been a bunch of games that have tried to give us that authentic wizarding vibe. The catch with all these games is that you're not playing your own story, you're playing Harry's story. Plus, the games and the movies left out some really cool book stuff, like visiting the Hogwarts kitchens. Fast forward 12 years after the Deathly Hallows Part 2, and Hogwarts Legacy steps in, ditching the Potter saga in favor of an original story set some centuries in the past. I've sunk about 57 hours in, and while it started slow, especially the first 5 to 10 hours, once the game gets going, it's quite magical. It's not without its flaws, but this is one of the best Wizarding Worlds experiences this side of the Philosopher's Stone. Loading into the game for the first time, I couldn't help but see Hogwarts Legacy as an open world RPG. The fan in me secretly wanted a wizard simulator, which was a bit of a stretch, I know. But surprise, surprise, Hogwarts Legacy kinda nails that vibe as soon as you step into the school. Walking through Hogwarts is like a trip down memory lane, remembering movie moments and stumbling across spots like the library, the Quidditch pitch, and the three broomsticks. This nostalgia ride goes on and on and on, proving that Portkey Games did some magic to squeeze 7 books and 8 movies into one game.
Tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms.
Nostalgia does not make a great game, and eventually the hype dies down. You're left with a simple open world RPG, so the question remains, is it enough? To a degree, yes. Missions, dialogue, and choices, it's all more on the easy and simple side than the deep and complicated. Even the combat, not too complicated, taking some cues from another magic-themed open-world RPG. Now, I'm not dissing the game for that. I loved the combat in Dragon Age Inquisition, especially the Battle Mage build, and anything similar is a win for me. The combat here involves using specific spells to break enemy shields and then inflicting damage. Main missions bring the depth, while side missions are a mix of fetch quests and dungeon clearing. Other open-world activities include solving puzzles, popping balloons, tracing ancient magic, and clearing enemy camps. So it's not quite like Witcher 3 or Skyrim level of detail, but it's still a blast. Each Hogwarts twist and charm makes it stand out. Just like combat, making and upgrading your potions and gear is not overly complicated, which is a good thing, don't get me wrong. Going for breadth rather than depth was the right move in my opinion, but the most complicated thing was deciding where to keep all your animals.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with.
The story is serviceable. It gets the job done. The job being to shuffle you from one end of the map to the other and introduce you to new abilities and spells. What it does exceptionally well is prove that the Harry Potter universe can absolutely exist without the likes of Dumbledore or Voldemort or Harry himself. The campaign is a full arc with a beginning and an end, well paced, leaving enough room for you to attend to your classes and visit Hogwarts. Hogwarts Legacy is an amazing first step for Portkey Games. Sales numbers aside, which by the way were astronomical, the game shows what can be done with the shackles of the Harry, Dumbledore, Voldemort subplot is subverted for an original story. The gameplay loop is a solid foundation for future games, something that some original IP struggle to find first time around. It's a game worth playing, and I would recommend it to any Harry Potter fan and anyone who enjoys a good RPG. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.
Aloha Mora.